Alright, let's take a look at our preferences here. If we go up to Edit and Preferences, let's start with our interface. One of the things that I want to make sure I have on is I like to have access to see this information here, and it's just our verts, faces, tries, how many objects are in the scene in the version of Blender. And if we come over here to Interface, under Status Bar, we can turn on Scene Statistics. We can also show System Memory and Video Memory, but I don't need to see those two things. I just want the Blender version and the Scene Statistics. Reminds me what version I'm on and what's going on in my scene. If you're not happy with the interface, you can change everything. Everything has a way to change it, but I like to leave it at Blender Dark. Here at the top you have some presets, and if you just click on them, you can go old school Blender. The Maya interface, if you're a Maya user. Modo, print friendly, that's awful. Oh, that's awful too. And Softimage. I'm gonna leave it at Blender Dark. I'm not gonna mess with the rest of these things, at least not for now. In add-ons, I want to turn on a handful. So let's turn on Add Curve Tools, and Add Curve Extra Objects. Add Mesh Extra Objects. And then on import, you can turn on the import file formats that you're going to be working with. Mostly we'll be working with FBX, OBJs, and maybe STLs. One that is pretty handy is import, export images as planes. Import, export UV layout if it's not turned on. And OBJ if it's not turned on. And then Mesh F2 we want to turn on. These are all tools that you should have. Mesh Loop tools. You probably won't have this one. But that's not important. We're not going to be using that. Node Wrangler. Make sure your render cycles render engine is turned on. And if you get into rigging, Rigify is a really good one. I'm going to have my screencast keys turned on, so that one will be enabled. And then just below that you have UV, Magic UV. I'm going to jump down to System, and here at the top of System, I'll explain these. So I have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 with the 12th gen Intel Core i9. I cannot talk. But CUDA and optics are for your NVIDIA cards. So if you've got an RTX card, optics may be the way to go. If you've got an older card that has CUDA cores, I would reference NVIDIA's website to see which cards you have and which one would be ideal for you. HIP is for ATI, and one API is for your Intel graphics. A little further down, you can also set your disk cache directory. Right? And that's it. If you click these three little lines, you can go ahead and save your preferences. Always never trust the autosave. And close it.